Hello everyone, my name is Edoggz and welcome back to this review channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Masterpiece MP-08 Cybertron Dinobot Commander Grimlock. This is the 25th anniversary of the Transformers toy line, and we're going to go in depth with this figure. Now this is the Takara Tomy version. There is two other versions out there. We have the Toys R Us exclusive. The only difference between the two is this one comes packaged in robot mode, and the Toys R Us exclusive comes packaged in Dino mode. Now there is a third version, which is the MP-08X Grimlock, which comes packaged in robot mode, but it's the comic book reissue, and they call him King Grimlock. I'm not going to say if it's the Marvel version or if it's the newer version. I can't really tell, but if it's the Marvel version, please let me know in the comments. So we're going to take a look at this. Now this came out in 2009. Here is the front of the box. Here is the side of the box. Here is the back of the box. Now we have Grimlock in his robot mode. We have his sword, which we're going to get into. We have the dinosaur mode here, where he's sitting back onto his tail. We have him down here, much bigger picture. And this one has the backdrop. We have the sword, we have the gun, we have two versions of the eyes here. We have the gimmick on this one, and we have these accessories, which we'll get into, except for the smaller stuff. We're not going to be featuring that on this channel because I don't want to lose them. But yeah, we're going to feature all this stuff while we're going through it. And then we have the other side of the box. We have the bottom of the box. Now on the inside of the lid, after we go through the top, there is a point system. And I never knew that before on the other ones, but I have to backtrack to see if there is a point system on those other figures that I purchased. Yeah, it's a little bit of wear and tear on this box. So let's bring in the accessories. This is the clamshell. The first accessory is on the bottom. We have the apron. We have the waiter's tray. We have all of these different types of glasses. We have this little gadget to lock it onto them. And that was featured in Transformers in season 3, episode 13. It's called Madman's Paradise. As the synopsis is, a Quintesson chamber strands Daniel and Grimlock in another dimension where the Golden One and the Red Wizard wage war on control. Now that would be a cool crossover if that had something to do with Visionaries. I kind of have a small instinct that was supposed to be Visionaries inside of Transformers, because nowadays they're all in the same universe. And that was aired on October 13th, 1996. Now, another thing to note is this. This is the other accessory that you get. And this is the Intelligent Transfer cap. And this was called Grimlock's New Brain. It was season 3, episode 24. It's this gray plastic. We got a little bit of gold. The synopsis was the anti-electrons wreak havoc on the Autobots while on Cybertron. That was aired on November 14th, on 1986. And this is the episode where Grimlock builds the Technobox, and the first person that he builds is Nose Cone. It's kind of like that Iron Man, that scene in the Iron Man movie where a diet, I think his name is Dias, but anyway, he says Tony Stark was able to build this with a box of scraps, and pretty much Grimlock starts with a box of scraps, and he builds Nose Cone as his first combiner. But let's bring in the star of the show. We have this guy right here, and he does have a little bit of wear and tear here and there. Let's bring down the camera a little bit. Yep. So here is the figure. Now, in season 1 of Transformers, episode 7, it's called SOS Dinobots. Synopsis is, after finding dinosaur bones hidden near their base, the Autobots decide to create mechanical dinosaurs and call them Dinobots. And that was aired on October 27, 1984. And it took a couple of people to make this happen. We have Wheeljack. And we need Ratchet. And pretty much they started off with Slag, Grimlock, and Sludge. Grimlock made himself the leader of the Dinobots because deep down inside he knew that he was stronger than everybody in the room, but he lacked the intelligence of the Dinobots because they had small brains. But then they made that update where they made these these little upgrade modules or something like that, so that they were learn as they go along. So, yeah. So we're gonna go through the accessories. He comes with his double gun. Normally I would call this a shotgun, but it's a double gun. Now this gun is really OP. It not only does it shoot lasers, it's supposed to shoot rockets at the same time. He just switches back and forth. This gun is really OP, and the reason why you have these translucent cannons and this handle, pretty much you put it in the sand, you press a button, and it lights up. There is no batteries in here. I took them out a long time ago, so I really can't demonstrate that for you. But yeah, this gun is really OP. I mean, you to have the ability to switch back and forth is kind of crazy. So you can just put this in any hand you want, but we're going to put it in this side. We're going to put it in. We're going to put it on this side. Let's put it on this side. And we have his Energon sword. Some people have it like this. Other people have it like that. This is the way I like to have it on the figure, with this piece on the other side. I'm not sure if you want to call that a guard or not, but the hilt is down here, and this will be the guard, and this will be like some extra material there, I guess. You know, you want to be fancy. And this plugs into the other side, and again, you press a button, and it posts the light up. Like so. Right, good. No. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of wear and tear on my figure. Now, the chrome has lost their, that shine to it, that really crisp shine to it. Now it's like a dull yellow instead of it's more like a mustard yellow than a very shiny gold as of this moment. The die casts are in the hips. You got this side, and you have this piece right here. And when you go into dinosaur mode, which we're going to be doing in a few minutes, this scrapes up into the chest piece because this comes down. If you already have it, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah. Now we do have a couple of gimmicks. So right now I have him in his friendly mode when he's just, you know, walking around doing as usual. Or you can go behind his head and there is a switch back here, back of his head, and you could just pull it up, and you can have, I'm ready to war, I'm ready to beat down somebody. Look, and same thing on in the other mode once we get there. But yeah, really nice figure. Again, the feet lost their sheen to it as well. You can see it kind of resting. I don't want to say they're resting away, but it's getting to a point where no, you just gotta take it as it is. Same thing on the other side. Chrome. I mean, I'm not sure if that is chrome. I think this might be metal painted with gold on there, and it's really fading away. Then we have the back. Really nice, and these are all chrome here, the arms, but we'll get to that later. Now the cool thing about this figure is the second gimmick doesn't, I mean, I understand what they was trying to get with the second gimmick, but the second gimmick really doesn't work. But the cool part about it is his shoulders. Now they put these rubber caps on the shoulders so that his arms will have a tough enough friction to hold in place. So we're gonna take this out. We're gonna take this out. We're gonna go into articulation. Now the hands are free to move outwards like that. You have disposable thumb. You can bring out like so. Let me just brighten that up just to chase. Just to chase. Here we go. So you see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can have disposable thumb. It moves at the elbow. Like that. That's all you're gonna get going forward. That's all you're gonna get going back. But there is a second part to it, which is on a ratchet, so you can get it up that far. But it won't move no farther than that. I don't want to break it. And again, it's on this, don't worry about that. It's on this rubber sleeve. That's what I'm going to call it. And you can go all the way back on the arm. And you can go all the way back towards his these wings here. Oh, one more thing. Let me just throw it in there real quick. The only other difference between this version and the comic book version, the plastic is a lighter gray on the Marvel version, I do believe. And you only get the crown and the gun with the Marvel version. Nothing else. It should have came with a scepter, but that is just me. Now, just thinking about it, we do have swivel. Bicep swivel, very nice. This is as far as you're going to get outwards. You're not going to get that much. So it's very limited motion on the shoulder. Legs come up all the way up to there. Very wide range. If you wanted to bring down the knee, very tough ratchet, so you can get up on the knee more than 90 degrees on the knee if you need to. There is, let me bring the arm up, get it out of the way. You can bring the thigh outwards if you needed to. Go all the way out there, and you have a swivel at the thigh. Bring this down. Okay, we do have some foot rocker going on here, but it's on the inner foot, not on the outer foot. So you got to go on the inside here and kind of just manipulate it like that, give you a wide stance. So on this side, you can bring, that's probably about as far as you're going to get going back on the leg. But if you wanted to bring it back on the knee, that's about it. That's as far as you're going to get. Yep. We have a little bit of automorph gimmick with the chest, which I'm about to show off in a second. Now, my copy has been on display for a very long time, and they still have not made any Masterpiece Dinobots other than this at the moment, which is kind of sad. This piece came off, but it's not a big deal. I could just screw it back on there. I just got to figure out a way to do it. But yeah, the other thing is the chrome. My chrome has faded away. Let me see if I'm gonna bring back the. Hold on. Yeah, my chrome has faded away. It also lost that sheen to it. Now, before we transform this, you may already know about it, but the Studio Series is making a slag to go with their Studio Series Grimlock. So, yay for that. Waiting to get my hands on it, tell you honestly. And the next one should be Sludge. To be honest with you, if they're going to do the first three, it should be Grimlock, Slag, and Sludge. And again, I didn't see a sword with Slag either. It's a running thing. It's a running thing with those guys. But we'll come back to this. Matter of fact, we're probably going to transform those by itself. But yep. Very nice figure. Now we're going to go into transformation. Matter of fact, let's do both of them at the same time. You know, let's get the sword off of him, and let's get this gun off him. Okay. Now we're gonna put him in the back because it's not his show. It's this guy's show. Now to transform this, pretty simple. First, what we're going to do is we're going to take care of the hands. Let's get rid of the hands first. So what you want to do is you want to take this posable thumb. If you have it out, just simply just put it down like this and just close it. Make a fist. Inside of here, I'm going to take this door, bring this open. And we're going to bring this fist in like that. And you want to close this door. Same thing on the other side. This one, the fist doesn't open and close like on the left hand side. Only the thumb is posable. So you want to get in here, open up this door, fold this in, close the door. On the Studio Series Grimlock, all you got to do is fold in the fists, and they are not posable. They are solid piece of plastic with a 3mm hole in it, and just do that. Very simple. Next, on this one, they say to bring this up. Bring the arms up. Bring the arms up because you need to get it out of the way. And since we're following the Masterpiece version of it, you're going to do the same thing on this one. Now this version doesn't have the gimmick to change the eyes, which is a missed opportunity. I mentioned that in another video. So we're gonna bring these up like so. Let's get these up. And there you have it. Next, we want to bring, we're going to start with the thighs. We're going to bring the leg up. You want to bring this piece right here down. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring the thigh up. Bring, the second portion of the thigh. You want to bring it down. And it needs to be just like this, so the legs can come together. Now we're going to skip that for the studio series because that's totally different on that side. So what we're going to do is focus on the chest, and we're going to pull up. It's going to lock itself, and you're going to bring it down like that. We're going to let it rest here for a few minutes. It's going to rest, and you can see where I had it up here. The arms is up there, and when I have it down here, the arms swing down because they're going to become the legs. So while we're here, we're going to bring the wings in. So the wings, they go up like that. You're going to bring it over, put it in place. Same thing on the other side. Take the wings. It's already up. Swing it over, put it in place. Now the only difference between this and the studio series is that this piece right here, it has a little bit of a tongue sticking out that goes into this groove, which holds these two sides into place, and it doesn't. And it also holds the head into place. I know I'm not in the shot, but it holds the head into place. It doesn't let it move upwards. This one doesn't have that, so another oversight on that one. So we want to bring these together, and there you see I'm tugging on it and it doesn't move. All right, so we're going to leave that there. It's going to look funny for a few minutes. Same thing on this side. We want to bring the chest out. We're going to bring it down. The only difference is the arms don't move when this moves. The other thing is on the studio series, you gotta just push the head down, just like that. That simple. Now on this one, we want to bring the arms down, like so. We want to move these wings up, and we want to flip them in. Yeah, it should be just like this, and you want to bring that down like so. And again, on the same side, other side, you want to do down. And as you can see, there's no groove there. We're going to bring the head up, and there is no tongue there. There should have been something there to actually lock all of this in place. Like that. So we're going to leave it just like that. We're gonna move the arms out just a little bit, All right. For the legs, we're going to start with this leg first. And what we're going to do is we want to swing this piece right here that became his heel. We want to bring this out. You want to then take this piece right here, bring this all the way out, and it's going to flip all the way over. Now this piece right here, the tail, you just want to flip it out the opposite way, and you're going to bring it back. So it should be like this, just to get it ready, just get it out of the way. Same thing, let's do it on the other side. take this heel right here, you want to bring it outwards like that. You want to bring the tail like this. You want to unhook it because it hooks into this little rectangle piece right here. Just unhook it, just swing it around like that. So you want to do like this, and you want to move the arms out of the way. And what you want to do is you want to turn inwards like that. One second. Okay, got rid of that. Just manage these legs out of the way, and they're supposed to go into this little thing right here. Like so. It clamps into place. I'm gonna try to do it better on the other side. Everything is now this right here. You have to go inside the tail to get the rest of it out. Now this could be difficult because they don't give you anything to grab a hold of. Like that. Now same thing on this side. We're going to try to do it much clearer so you ladies and gents can see what's going on. So what we want to do is we want to fold inwards like that. We want to bring this arm out of the way. Like so. And it's supposed to clamp together. Hope I got it in the shot. I probably missed it. Now you know if you got it right if these two things come together. Okay, now we got to get this piece right here. We need to get this out because it's on the wrong side right now. We got to flip this out like so. Now all we have to do is manage these two things together. Like that. So we're going to put our other tail on this side. That was much easier. And we're just gonna pop it over that screw. I would fix it, but I need to cut this piece of plastic and put like a small nut or something like that on there. There we go. So now I'll fix it. So all we have to do is manage the legs and you are finished. Bring this down. Bring this down. Turn. And you have our Grimlock in his Tyrannosaurus Rex mode. Now again, we have the other gimmick right here. So all you have to do is bring up this piece. You can go from cool to me Grimlock angry. Like so. And there you go. Yeah, your Masterpiece Grimlock and his dynamo. I have to fix this leg. I might have to tighten that up one day. But yeah, there you go. And just make sure that his back claws are down flat. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Now this one's a little bit more simpler. They made it more easier for us to do. Pretty much you want to get in here by pulling down the heel. Very simple, similar to the Masterpiece version. You want to open this up. This gives you more access to the back of the leg. Bring this down. And you want to bring it up on this red thing here. Like so. Same thing on the other side. You want to bring down the heel. Like so. Bring this out. Take the tail, bring it down. And you want to bring it up on this red armature. And this is a more easier way of doing it. And you just want to flip it over. Now you want to bring that down before you flip over, because it's going to get in the way. So you want to bring that in, flip over, then bring out the tail. Alright, so we want to flip over. You want to push until it clips into place. Right. Now, while we're under here, I'm going to bring this down like so, and then we want to bring this in like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring this all the way around. Like so. You want to push it in there because the ratchet won't allow you to do anything else. Bring the tail up. Bring it back. Way easier. Bring these two together. And just plug them into each side. Like that. And all we have to do is manage the legs. There we go. Now we got it. Down. Now on the Studio series, there is a ratchet system here versus that rubber glove that's on the Masterpiece version. Best stuck with the blue eyes because we don't have the gimmick there. We don't have the silver teeth, and we don't have the transparent version of the neck. And I think that's about it. That's about it. But yeah, so here you go. So you have your Masterpiece on this side. You can see it's kind of working its way, falling over. And then you have your Studio series version on that side. So just one look at it. The other side. Now the only thing that's missing on this one is these the black section, breaking up the red on this one. But this is a new show, so I guess they went for a total, I want to say a total redesign, but they redesigned it a little bit. The tail is different. You can kind of tell that this one's way longer than that. I'm gonna have to get to that one day, but yeah. There we go. That's the other side. Now you can emote just the same way as the original. If you need to. The arms on the Studio Series Dinobot, the dinosaur arms, are a little bit more limited. I mean, you can go 360 degrees with them on the elbow, and you do have, I mean, at the shoulder, and you do have movement on the elbow. That's what I meant to say. Where on this one, you can go, it's a little bit looser, so I'm gonna have to give it a couple of more points. Now we have articulation with the claws. You can move these up and down if you need to. Yeah. So there you go. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, give it a subscribe, ask me questions in the comment section. I will write you back. It's not a problem. So yeah, really do. I still enjoy this, but it's getting to a point where we're still waiting, and I believe we have 11 new more Masterpiece figures coming out. And I took some numbers down. Took some numbers down. 1 second. All right, so right now, this is just a side note right now. Going by my book, there's a catalog book, a G1 catalog book. You may know what I'm talking about. It's a little book, it's like a little square book. On the Decepticon side, they only had 29 characters. They made 29 characters during the first wave of Transformers. And out of those 29, they had made 13 characters. So it's 13 out of 29, which leaves you 16. If things go well with the Raiden project, we could possibly see the Constructicons, which gives us a 6. The only problem I see right now are the Insecticons. I'm not sure if they're going to make them or make them affordable to army build them. Are they army buildable for Masterpiece? I don't know. You let me know in the comments. On the Autobot side, there are 43 characters as a whole. And so far for Masterpiece, they made 16 out of 43 characters. And that's not counting Skids. That's not counting Jetfire, which is the word on the street that's going around. That's not counting Jazz, which is another thing that's been rumored around, and so forth. But yeah, we still got a bunch to do. And the Minicons, they only have one character, which is Bumblebee at the moment. What else? Not actually sure how they're going to do Omega Supreme. Now that we don't have the Titan class anymore, we have the Titans Return version of them so far. So I might have to go back and purchase the original Omega Supreme as a stand-in for that particular character. Anything else? I would say Metroplex. I could probably do the Titans version, the Titan class version of Metroplex. I think that's about it. I think that's about everything that I started out with. So yeah, let's bring in Wheeljack and Ratchet to close out the video. I'm going to see you, ladies and gents, in the next one. So I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I do believe I have one more masterpiece to do, so look forward to that, and thank you for watching.